Welcome to Figzrc. Thanks for joining us. Now, on the channel this week, we have the new Kc10 from Kyosho. Now, this is I got it today in Australia, so I'm not going to do an unboxing because you've probably all seen enough of that, the pre-production ones. I'll show you the box art though. So yeah, this is the box art. It's quite nice actually. I'll be going through a few things that I don't like about it as I do some changes to it. We'll flip the box over this side, and it does have the English version on the other side and the Chinese version on the other side. So yeah, some good things, and I'm looking forward to getting it out on the trail and giving it a good run. So I'm going to do some changes to it straight off the bat, and but let's just pause for a second. I'll get it up on the bench and we can have a look what I've already done. Right, here we go. Now straight off the bat you'll see that I've already changed the wheels and tyres. Good reasons for that. Although Kyosho's done a really nice job with the beadlock wheels, a lot of the mainstream guys were saying that they were the foams were too firm. Now it's not the foams that's the issue, it's the tyre itself. A great looking tyre, don't get me wrong. The foam is actually quite soft, but it's the actual tyre is quite firm on the compression. Now they might wear in all right if you run them still, so they will do the job. Just that I'm not a fan of the chrome steely looking wheel. I think it just will look better. So this is what I've gone to, 1.9 alloy wheel, method looking wheel, and these are just some Hyrax tires that I had with inserts in them, dual stage inserts that I had lying around off another build, just sitting there doing nothing. So I've just whacked them on there just for looks and for now to see whether I'm happy with it. But they are a 475 tyre, and they fit. So Kyosho, even with this offset, so this is with their standard hexes on here, which are quite a wide hex if you've probably seen in some unboxings. You could go a narrow hex and get the tyre to tuck further in, yeah, so I mean, for me, and most people probably won't run these anyway, just because they're not the best rubber in my eyes. They're very firm and hard. The foam itself's great, but anyway, it's all good. They look a little bit small on it, so for my liking. Now, another thing you'll notice is I've moved the mirrors. You'll see there's a little sticker there. That's where they were when it came out of the box, and of course I'm in Australia and we don't have them down there, so for me they go up there. Now I'll tell you now a little secret: there's already dimples in the body here, so it's pretty easy. Just make the hole the same size as that and relocate them to there, and they fit. And I just heat them up a little bit here just to bend them to suit here a bit more, and I think that looks great. It's they worked out really well, so I've moved them there and just put some little stickers on. Now there's a couple of things that I have noticed. Now you've probably seen in some unboxings on here on the axle on the C-hub there is two holes, and I reckon they're going to come out with some brass for this. It's got a good forward bias, which I like, already out of the box, but also, I don't know if you can see it, but there is a couple of dimples here, one there and one there. Now I'm guessing at this stage, because they haven't released any upgrades for this truck, but I'm guessing that's a snorkel, which will be unreal if it is. So my plans, I've put the light bar up the top, obviously, antenna on the bull bar, and I have it, and I've put I've put the number plate on the back. and a couple of stickers, but that's it at this stage. Now, my plan for this truck was that I want it to look like a tough 60. I'm going to try a few different things. I don't know whether I'm going to run some beadlock rings to give it a bit more of an aggressive look, comp look. But I do know one thing that I am going to do is I'm going to fabricate up some side scrub bars up and around here to the bull bar, and some side rock sliders for it. Now the skid comes down, you see there, it comes down lower than the body by probably about 6-7 mil. But I'm more concerned when I'm trying to get up something. I'm going to smash this beautiful body. It is got great detail and the stickers look awesome. And of course you can remove the window or cut the window sticker and then cut the windows if you want and put an interior in it, which who knows where I'll go with it. But I'm really loving this body. It looks absolutely stunning. They've done a fantastic job on it. I just think it's great. Axles and everything, I've done a bit of a try to twist them a bit, I guess, to see how rigid they are. They're quite firm, so I don't think you're going to have issues snapping axles and things like that. They've done a really, really good job with it. It's got great steering angle. So I will be probably moving it away from this radio. I do like Kyosho's radios. They're a nice little ready to run radio, I reckon, but it's not, just don't get enough adjustments and things like that, what I like to do. So that'll probably be the first thing to go, and it will steer a lot sharper than that, but it just, with this radio, it's just not getting there. So it's quite probably on par with the Vanquish Phoenix. It's got good steering angle, and I do like the clipless body system it's got going on, which is just two little prongs under here, and up she comes. Now I've just got wires in here and are all over the place at the moment when nothing. I've only got it today, and probably in the last 20 minutes I've done a whole lot of stuff. So first of all that will be coming out is the 1060 Hobby Wing. I'm not a fan of them. They're just not for crawling. They're not the best. You don't get enough drag brake and everything else. So I've got a, where we got it? Here we go. Now I could go a Fusion, but for simplicity and cheapness for this truck at the moment, it's going to just get a 1080 quick run in it, so it's a bit more tunable and everything else. Now, and then of course rock lights. I'm going to get a rock light kit, possibly I'm not sure, I can't remember what brand now, but I'm going to get these mounted up with some rock lights. So it'd be interesting to see what they come out with in accessories for the truck, like a snorkel, brass for the front axle, stuff like that. And of course, moving forward, it'd be awesome to see what bodies they come up with, because this is fantastic. And if this is anything to go off, yeah, the bodies are just, they do a damn good job. Up here I've got 57 in the Phaser Mark II, just because it's just such a damn good looking car. I'm not massively into my on-road stuff. I'm more of a crawler. As you can tell, I do my own builds like this. If you're new to the channel, these are all 3D printed trucks, and I have a lot of fun doing them. So, and of course I've done Dirty 30 from Full Drive 24/7. That was one of my first custom builds, and GMC up there, the Blazer and that. So I enjoy my customization, but when this came out, I just had to have it. It just looks so damn good, and I think a lot of you will agree. So yeah, 475s, they will just touch on this when they turn on this back, so you could just trim that little bit out and it'll be fine. It clears everywhere else. And even with this offsetter rim and the big hexes that come on the truck, it still tucks in the guard there. There will be a tiny bit of rubbing. So I could go to a slightly narrower hex just to bring them in a little bit. But I'll test run it as it is and see how we go out on the trail. So I'll get a video happening for that. Yeah, it's just such a, they've done such a great job in my eyes. And I've got Vanquish, I've got everything, you know, like this is of course one of the cheaper trucks in my line. I guess I've got 2 RGTs up there. I love them. The 76 wagon, it's awesome. For bang for buck, that truck is awesome. It really is. I put a 1080 in that as well, and that made a world of difference in that truck. Because once you start adding brass and everything to it, the weight and the 1060 just can't handle it. And the Mighty Intruder, that's a great little truck. It's just unbelievable what that thing can do. When you think how top heavy it is, you think it's going to roll a lot, and it doesn't. It just getting the offset for the wheels can be a little bit tricky, but overall, you know, I've got I did have these wheels and tires, the Toyo Open Countries. Not sure that I want to run those. They're a little bit smaller, and they don't look bad on it, but you know, it kind of calls for a more aggressive looking tire, I reckon, this truck, in my eyes, than something that's kind of, yeah, they're very skinny. And these are kind of, I've found these are quite good on the rocks, not really in sandy, muddy sort of trailing situations. But anyway, so yeah, you can move those mirrors pretty easily. And yeah, I don't know what else I'm really gonna do with it, I guess, at this stage, but you'll see it progress on the channel. Obviously we're going to get out for a run with it first and go from there and see how she goes and do some proper trailing. Well, in my eyes, we do a little bit more hardcore trailing, I guess, than just flat ground and stuff. We like to push our trucks, me and Gus. So, and we like them to perform, so we like mucking around. Now, with the 475s, you can see there, we probably have roughly, what do we got? I would say we have about 60mm of clearance on that skid, which is great because it does sit down quite low. So with the smaller stock tires, you're obviously going to have a little bit of an issue, but clearance wise in that skid, now the bars are there, like the links are nice. It all looks really good. I'm like, for Kyosho that hasn't done crawlers or gone into crawlers until now, I think they've done a fantastic job. Now, durability wise, obviously that will be ongoing testing, really. But the way they've made it, there's so much adjustment in the shock angles, which out of the box when it came that front shock, I don't know if you can see in there, but it was about 2 holes forward. So it made the truck sit really high in the front, like, and I mean like here, like that, and then it looked like that sagging in the bum. So for me, I just went 2 holes back, and that's just brought it with a slight forward rake, which with the forward bias and everything else, I think it's going to work fantastic. Now I haven't got any preload or anything on the shocks at all, so but they're super smooth. They're a nice shock, and this thing's got a ton of flex. I actually measured it earlier, full articulation. It's like 140 mils of articulation, which is nuts. So we'll just see how it goes. I mean, this thing here, it's quite heavy. It's all 3D printed. These are a 419 tyre, so that brings the truck down in height, but it is a ported axle truck, so that performs well. It's got brass on the front, but it performs well considering its top heaviness. This is a straight axle Vanquish Phoenix, both Phoenixes, and this is a lot lower centre of gravity, and it really performs really good. It's great. So it will be interesting to see how this girl goes, but the details in this body is just mint. Like, gotta love it. It looks so damn good. I wish they just brought out some more colours, because, you know, my mate wants to get one and he's like, I don't want to have the same colour. So, but will be interesting to see what they come out with moving forward, because this platform is going to have, by the sounds of things, more bodies. It's going to be the same platform like the phases, and we're going to see some different models of trucks and stuff on here, so it's going to be cool to see what they come up with. This is a showstopper out of the box, I'll give it that. It's so pretty, I don't even know if I want to rock crawl it, but it's a 60, and I'm a Toyota man, if you don't know. There's only a few Chevys and Blazers and stuff up there, but I'm pretty much a lover 40. I own one, and I own a lot of crawlers that look like 40s, because that's what I build. I've got another 60 up here. Let's see if there's enough light there. You can see it's a Lexan body too, but this is a Phoenix. So this is a Phoenix I did a while ago, and I had to do it in the blue that they came out in. So it's you know, 3D printed ARB bar and stuff, but it's a Lexan body, obviously same as the Kyosho. Not as much detail in it, obviously, you know, like it'd be nice if it had lenses like this, but I have put the Kyosho light kit in, which is just headlights and brake lights. It's not blinkers or anything, so I don't really care for blinkers, and I don't mind the kind of orangey look. Kind of gives you that old truck look. Now this is a bit of a you know, like, this truck performs well. I do run scale wheels and tyres. You'll see the difference in that there to size. This body on this truck really can't take the bigger tyre, so but they tuck nice, and this performs really well because it's light, but yeah, I mean, I do like this. It was nothing out, you know, so this is kind of why this is here. But we might take this out. I'll get my mate to drive this one, because he hasn't really driven a Vanquish, so I'll get him on this girl, and we'll take the Kyosho out with it. So the 260s will get a run, which will be good. So yeah, so guys, stay tuned, and there's some little things in there that you can use, like moving those mirrors if you don't want the European style on the guard, and that. So yeah, so obviously got to hook up the 2-speed and possibly the dig at some stage, but I'll check and see what I'm going to do there. I don't tend to use dig a lot, but I definitely would hook up the 2-speed. But in saying that, going to the 1080, so I can run 3S. So we'll be interested to see what the wheel speed is in first on 3S and whatnot. And but yeah, overall it's very smooth, very quiet for a brushed motor setup. It is ultra smooth. There's no twist in it because of the counter rotating setup, so that is fantastic that they brought that in. So anyway, enough of me yammering. Thanks for watching. Subscribe, give us a like, leave us a comment what you think of this new 60, and I hope you join us for the video of it running. We'll pick a nice trail and get it out there and see what she can do. But yeah, that's the box art. So it's quite nice box art, and such a great looking truck. So they've done well. So good on you, Kyosho. Thanks for bringing it out. This is fantastic, and can't wait to see how we go on the trail. So stay tuned. Thanks for watching, and we'll catch you on the next one.